Good morning and welcome viewers. I am Mr. Nilesh Prajapati, Assistant Professor, Kashi Institute of Technology, MIRZAMURAD. Today we will learn about a new topic that is called as verb. Today's topic is verb. Okay. Now what do you mean by verb? Actually verb होता क्या? Okay. So let's start with the definition itself. A verb is a word. Okay, what is a verb? A verb is a word which, what does this word do? It denotes an action. Okay, what is a verb? A verb is a word which denotes an action. Action means what? Any type of activities which is performed by you or anyone else. Okay, but it should be any type of running activities, then only it will be called as action. Okay, so now again repeat, what is a verb? A verb is a word which denotes an action. Okay, for example, let's see, there is a word called as eat. It is an action. Why? Because you are doing the process of eating. Okay, next one is play. It is also an action. Why? Because you are playing. Okay, while playing your body parts, they just move and it is an action. Run. Okay, run means what? Running. Okay, it also includes your action. Why? Because running with your legs, it includes the movement of your legs. Okay, it is called as run. Okay, so now the simple definition of verb is clear. And what is verb, it is also clear. Now we will go, or we will just move to the different types of verbs which are included. Okay, so first of all we will see the classification of verb. Verb is classified into two parts. Verb is classified into two parts. Okay, which one? Principal. Okay, principal verb and auxiliary verb. There are two types of verb. First one is principal verb and auxiliary verb. Principal verb is also called as main verb. Okay, principal verb is also called as main verb. Auxiliary verb is also called as helping verb. Auxiliary verb is also called as helping verb. Principal verb is also called as main verb. Now we will see the difference between principal verb and auxiliary verb. Okay, now what is the difference between principal and auxiliary verb? It will be clear with the further process. Okay, now let's see. Let's start with first one, principal verb. Okay, principal verb. As I have said before that, principal is also called as main verb. Now, what is principal verb? What is main verb? Okay, it is a verb or it is a word which denotes an action. As I have already said to you, that verb is a word which denotes an action. In this also, a word which denotes an action is called as principal verb. So now there will be doubts, sir, then what is helping verb? Okay, so we will see further. First of all, let's see the principal verb. In principal verb, there are some words such as run. It is a verb. Okay, now why it is called as principal verb? So there is a short trick to identify the principal verb. Okay, first of all, let's get to the point there. Why it is called as principal verb or main verb? If this main verb is not included in your sentence, then your sentence will be incomplete. That is why it is called as principal verb. As the principal, who is the head of any school, he just checks over all the conditions or all the happenings in the school. In the same way, this principal verb checks all the happenings in the sentences. Okay, so now it is clear. Now let's see. There is a short trick to identify the principal verb. If there is any type of word For example, we have taken that run. Run means what? In Hindi, okay, run. It is called as in Hindi it is called as दौड़ना. So what we have to see is that when you convert any English word into its Hindi meaning, then when you get na at last point, then it will be termed as principal verb. Okay, listen carefully. When any English word or English verb, when you translate it into Hindi, and if you get na at the last point, it will be termed as the main verb. Okay, for example, let's see more example. Okay, let's see. Any word? Yes, sleep. Okay, sleep. What do you mean by sleep? Sona, did you get the na at the last? Yes. So it is your main verb. There is one more. Walk. What do you mean by walk? Chalna. You got it? Okay. At last na, it is your main verb. Okay. There is one more. Now let's see. Drink. Drink means what? Pina. Did you get that last word? Na. Okay. Yes. So it is your main verb. So this is a short trick to identify the principal verb. Okay. So I hope the topic is clear. Okay. It is very simple. There should be not any doubt further. Now we will move to the helping verb. Okay. Second one is helping verb. Helping verb is also called as auxiliary verb. Okay, as the name itself says that it is an helping verb to the main verb. In the sentence, it helps the main word or the main verb of the sentence so that it can be completed. Okay, for example, let's see, there are total 24 types of helping verbs. Okay, how many types? 24 types. Okay, there are total 24 types of helping verbs. For example, let's is, am, are, was, were, has, have, will, shall, should, need, dare to, okay, etc. There are many more words. Okay, so there are few examples of helping verb. Okay, now we will see with the help of an example. So how to identify it? Okay, so these are the helping. You might be familiar with all these words also. If you have studied before, you might be familiar with all these verbs. These are the helping verbs. Okay, now let's see with an example also. Okay, so the topic is clear. Main verb and helping verb. Okay, now let's see. Come on, there is an example. He is eating. Okay, he is eating. So you have to identify the main verb and principal verb. Sorry, main verb and helping verb. So as I have told you that there is a trick to identify the main verb. But if you know the helping verb, which is the helping verb, so you can easily identify it. Okay, so this is your helping verb. Okay, is your helping verb. Now main verb. Okay, eat. Eat means what? I have just explained you in the before example also. Eat means what? Khana. Okay, which word you got at the last? Na. And this is your main verb. Is it clear? This is your main verb. This is your helping verb. Now let's take one more example. He was sleeping at night. This is your example. And what you have to find is, you have to just identify the helping verb as well as main verb. So this is your helping verb. You have to by heart it, okay? You have to by heart it the different types of helping verb. And now you have to identify the main verb. And I have already explained that you have to just translate the English word into Hindi. And if you get na at the last point, then it will be termed as main verb. Okay? Is it clear? So how to identify? We have just covered it with the help of an example. Now, you might be also aware of the two types of verb. You have been studied that transitive and intransitive verb. Okay, but it is not clear that is it a type of the verb or what. Okay, so let me clear your doubt that verb has two types. Okay, first one is main verb, second one is helping verb. Okay, now actually the twist is here. Main verb has two types. Transitive verb and intransitive verb. Is it clear? So verb has two types, main verb and helping verb. Main verb has two types, that is transitive verb and intransitive verb. Now, how to identify the transitive verb as well as intransitive verb? Before going further, we will study a short topic called as object of the verb. Okay. Before going to transitive and intransitive, we will just go through a short topic that is called as object of the verb. Okay, now what do you mean by object of the verb? Which verb? Main verb. Okay, now there will be a sentence, okay, and you have to just find out the object. What is the object in the sentence? So just to identify that whether the sentence is transitive or intransitive, before that you should be able to identify the object of the verb. If you are not able to identify the object of the verb, then there is a tough situation, or there will be a tough situation in identifying the transitive verb or intransitive verb. Okay, now let's see how to identify it. Suppose there is a sentence, I am just taking, okay. He is eating a bread. Okay, he is eating a bread. Now you have to identify that whether it is a transitive or intransitive. But as I have said you before that, if you don't know how to identify the object of the verb, it is impossible. Okay, so first of all you have to find, you are already know is that this is your helping verb and this is your main verb. Okay, main verb. It can be, object of the verb can be identified by using only two words, what and whom. By using these two words, you can identify the object of the verb. Okay, is it clear? Now pay attention. How these two words can be used to identify. Okay, so what you have to do is that, very easy task. You have to just identify the main verb and you have to just write it before these two words. Okay, first of all you have to identify the main verb in the sentence and you have to just write before these two words, what and whom. Okay, and the answer you will get, okay, the answer you will get will be your object of the verb. Is it clear? Now let's solve it. Okay, it's very interesting. What you will be doing? You will be just writing here the eating. Same thing you will be writing here, eating. Now, okay, come on, check. Did you get the answer? Eating what? What he is eating? He is eating a, what he is eating? Yes, bread. You got the answer? Bread. Okay. So answer is bread. Okay. Now next one is eating whom? He is eating a bread. Eating whom? Bread. Same answer. So no need to write. So you got the answer bread. So this answer is nothing but it is your object of the verb. Okay. So this is nothing but object of the verb. Okay. Clear? Now we will move to the actual main topic, that is called as transitive and intransitive verb. Okay. So first of all, let's classify it as transitive verb. Okay. Now transitive verb contains object. What do you mean by transitive verb? The sentence which contains object is called as transitive verb. Okay? Is it clear? Now, second one is what? Intransitive. Intransitive verb. If transitive verb contains object, then intransitive verb no object. There will be no object in the sentence. Okay. So now before this you have been able to just identify the object of the verb. Okay. So now pay attention. What are the transitive verbs? There are different types of transitive verbs. Okay. First let's start with the transitive verb, just like grab. This is the verb. Okay. I am talking about the verb. Okay. Teach. Teach means you already okay. Push. Cuddle. There are many more examples such as write. Okay. Play. Etc. Okay. These all are transitive verbs. Okay, right? Clear? Now let's come to intransitive verb. So what are the intransitive verbs? Such as act, fly. Fly means what? Okay. Grow. Okay. Went, sit, etc. These all are non-transitive verb and these all are transitive verb. Now we will just learn with the help of an example, so your every doubts will be clear. Okay. Now pay attention. I am just rubbing this. Okay. Let's rub this also. Okay. Now the first example is that he gave me money. Now you have to first of all identify the object. Okay, is the object present in this sentence or not? You have to first just identify. So give means what? Give means what? Did you remember? Yes, this is your main verb. So there are two words which I have told you. First one is what? Second one is whom. Okay, what and whom? What you have to do is that you have to just write this sentence. Gave. Gave what? Gave what? He gave me money. What he gave me? Gave what? Money. So this is your answer. Okay? Money. Now gave whom? Whom did he give money? He gave me money. So your me will be here. Okay? Is it clear? Now there is an object in this sentence. There is an object. So this sentence is your transitive sentence. Transitive sentence. Okay? Why? Because it contains object. Did you get it? This sentence is a transitive sentence because it contains an object called me and money. Okay? Now there is one more sentence. He is writing a letter. He is writing a letter. Okay. Now let's see. Come on, fast. This is your helping verb. Okay. This writing means what? Likhna. Last you got na. Okay. Come on. There are two words. What and whom. Okay. Just write here. Write. Okay. Answer. Write what? You are writing what? Writing what? What he is writing? He is writing a letter. So this is your object. Okay. And writing whom? Is there any one person? No. Writing whom means you just not. You got one object. Okay. So this is your which type of sentence? Transitive. Clear? Now we will move to the last topic, that is called as intransitive verb. Okay. I hope the transitive verb is clear. Intransitive verb. No objects. Okay. In intransitive verb there is no objects. And in transitive verb there is an object. Intransitive verb no object. Okay. Now we will learn with an example. Just there is one example. Let's see. Don't sit there idly. Okay. Don't sit there idly. Now you have to find out the main verb. Main verb. Okay. Now there are two words. What and who. Sit, you have to write here. Sit what? Sit what? You don't get any answer. Did you get any answer? No. How will you get? Don't sit there ideally. Okay. Sit what? Don't know. Sit whom? You just don't get any answer. So there is no object present. If there is no object present, then it will be called as intransitive verb. So when I just explained you, this is an intransitive verb. Okay. Intransitive verb, and this is your intransitive sentence. Okay. Now let's see one more example of intransitive example. Okay. We want too many places okay. We went too many places together. So sorry, this is E. We went too many places together. Which is your main verb? This. Okay. Went means okay. What and whom. Went what? You don't get any answer. Went whom? You don't get any answer. So this is your intransitive verb, and this total is your intransitive sentence. Okay. So I hope that every topic related to verb is clear. Okay. Just take a quick revision. Okay. Just take a short revision. Okay. First one is, now what is a verb? A verb is nothing but an action denoting word. Okay. It is classified into two types: principal verb and main verb. After that, main verb is also classified into two types. That is called a transitive verb and intransitive verb. Transitive verb contains object, and intransitive verb do not contain object. Okay. So today we have covered the total in detail the topic named called as verb. Okay, now thank you for watching this video. I hope you like today's topic, and in my next video I will discuss on a topic. Once again, thank you for watching my video. Thank you.